Beddoe rocks. It is Brian West, and joined right now by Saint Asonia. That was Better Place, the lead-off single from their brand new self-titled album that is available now. Just came out last week, I guess, like on Friday.
Yeah, Friday.
Right? Yeah. So brand new out, and joining me right now, Adam and Rich from the band. Guys, thanks for coming by.
Of course, man. Thanks for having us.
Nice to have you on the show, and congrats on the new record, the self-titled that's just out. Now, when you guys were first teasing about it, I saw 25 top 10 rock singles shared between each member, 17 of which are number ones. So let's go through who everybody is right now, because you guys are not new to the music scene, I guess we could say. We've got Adam Gontier, who was formerly the frontman for 3 Days Grace.
Yeah.
We've got Rich Beddoe, who played drums in Finger 11.
Correct.
Then we've got Mike Mushock from Stained.
Yeah.
And then Corey Lowry, who's been in
all bands.
Tons of bands, yeah.
Every other band.
He plays bass in every band.
Evil Empire currently, I guess.
Yeah.
I Empire.
Empire and
I Empire.
Stuck Mojo.
Mojo, yeah. Gosh, everybody, yeah.
So how did this all come about? Like, who called who? When did you guys say, hey, let's form a new band?
Well, it was funny. Shortly after I left 3 Days, Rich reached out to me basically days after, and just kind of asking how I was, and just offering to hang out and be a part of anything I was doing at the time. So, and then shortly after that, it wasn't long after that, Mike Mushock called me and asked if I wanted to get together, do some writing, just really for fun, not necessarily to with the intention of making a record or anything, just to hang out and write some music. And so we got together, we did some writing, and it went better than we expected. We wrote 3 or 4 songs really quick, and it was just a really easy process. And then from there we got in the studio, recorded, and here we are.
It seemed to fly by. From the really natural sort of process. Everyone, from me and Adam, kind of meeting, and turned out we were neighbors too, which is funny. And then like him and Mike getting together, and then next thing you knew, we were in the studio, and then next thing we recorded some demos, and it was, it feels like it just went by fast, really natural, and just everyone having fun and
so I guess
creating.
The music industry, is it like everybody knows each other? Like, how did you know each other?
We had all toured together in the past, like not necessarily. Well, I mean, we 3 Days did a bunch of tours with Stained and a bunch of shows with Finger 11. So
all the Canadian bands especially, but even us, the amount that both our bands have traveled and toured in the States over the years, you get to know people. So, but the Canadian, a lot of Canadian bands know each other.
Yeah.
For sure.
So when you tour together with another band, do you actually hang out? Or is it just like one goes on stage and then the next goes on stage and then you go
No, for the most part you hang out. Not like sometimes. It's not an everyday thing, but you just, you always run into each other backstage, catering and stuff. So you tend to, it's inevitable that you're going to end up hanging out with whoever you're on tour with.
Chatting about it. Yep. So you just mess around, you were like writing some songs, and then was it just like a light went on? You're like, this stuff's actually good. Yeah,
well, it was, we decided, like, we wrote a bunch of songs, and we decided to go to the studio and just do I still had a deal with RCA and everything, and Sony or whatever. So I wanted to demo those songs that we had done. So we went to the studio and we did three songs to start with Johnny K in Chicago. And we demoed the 3 songs, and they turned out really well. We got a great reaction from everybody. So, we decided to take it from there and do the entire record with him, and
And then here we are now.
Yeah,
record is out. It's Saint Asonia that's in studio with me right now. Adam and Rich from the band. And can you tell me if there's been any, because when you're in a successful band, you guys have each been in successful bands. So when you come together, is one guy like, well, look, I did this in the past and it worked, and the other guy's like, well, but I did this in the past and it worked. Like, did you have trouble writing together? Is it weird?
No, man. I think we're all, because we've all done it so much, and and because we all come from different bands or whatever, I think that the level of respect, the respect level for each other is just, it's way up there. So there's no, I think when we were in the studio, it was just a matter of everybody agreeing on a part, just making the song the best it can be regardless. And
it's not rocket science to be in a band. It's unfortunate when the bands get like that, when it's all going good. It's like, it's fun, and there's not a lot of that this way and this way. It's really natural, and everyone's just kind of, especially when you all have the same goals and same intentions. If there's too much of that, like you're describing, that's not what you want. But it's it's just really natural and normal. We're all older, mature guys. It's like everyone has the right intentions, the same intentions, and just like this goal to just do something fun and actually make it is powerful and great and best songs we can have. And it's like, you know, there's just not a lot of rocket science. It's like guys getting together and hanging out and making music.
And then you get this record, which you know, I've been listening to, and there's a variety of stuff, but there's some heavy stuff. Like, is this the heaviest you say either band has ever been?
I think it's definitely, I mean, this record's definitely got some of the heaviest stuff that I've ever been a part of or, you know, sang over or whatever. And it's definitely got some of the lightest as well. You know, one of the lightest songs I've ever written, you know, is on this record. So, yeah, it's quite the mix, man. It's really cool. I think people will enjoy it, you know, from front to back, hopefully, you know.
It's available now, brand new Saint Asonia. And hang around because the guys are going to do a live performance for us here in studio coming up. And we're going to play a little round of getting to know Saint Asonia, if you guys don't mind hanging around for a
minute. No, let's try it.
All right,
I want to get to know Saint Asonia.
Yeah, me too. That's it.
More with the band coming up on Y108.